I've often wondered, does coding with ChatGPT save you time, or does it cost you more time in the long run? I think I have the answer. My name's Andy. I am the Code Rebel. I have been today for too long. And I have been coding this little ESP32S3 with Code GPT through ChatGPT. It's a wave share. It's kind of a cool little board. I don't know whether you can see everything. It's not really relevant. And the reason I haven't got it plugged in is because at the moment it's absolutely bricked, thanks to ChatGPT and Code GPT. So we've been having a back and forth with this. It spent almost a day not being able to initialize the display on this. After I fed it the manual in the first line of what I was doing, here's the manual, read the manual. Got halfway down, hadn't read the manual. Go a bit further. No, still hadn't read the manual, but I know what I'm doing. I'm very familiar. It even said I'm going to go back and I'll find the screenshot and the quote for you and I'll put it on screen. I'm very familiar with this board. I know what I'm doing. I don't need to read the manual, is what it told me before it proceeded to fuck right up. So then it spent, a bit longer making one mistake, another mistake, not being able to roll back and get to a working version. It couldn't make it work at all. Nothing on it was working. It was just chaos after chaos. So I forced it to go back and read the manual. And it said it had. Here's the problem. It didn't know the problem, did it? I read the manual and found the problem almost immediately. It told me to set it up wrong. The value for the memory settings on this in Arduino IDE, it told me to set them completely wrong because it hadn't read the manual first time. If it had read the manual, it would have known what to set it as. Didn't read that, just glossed over it and carried on. Let's go. I know what I'm doing. So, yeah. How many days? I don't know. Like maybe a day and a half, 2 days it spent just repeatedly. I wasn't here the whole time. I did a bit and I just got pissed off and walked off with it because it's the most frustrating piece of shit to work with. I'm just going to put that out there. Anybody that's using Code GPT, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble because it's absolutely shit. There's no two ways about it. Don't use Code GPT. Because we got it working from the example. And I said, here's the example sketch. This is working. You can see it's working. And it seemed a little bit surprised at that. I know it doesn't have emotions, but it seemed a bit surprised because it knows everything about these. Everything, and doesn't need an instruction manual. So we got going with a working one and a few working examples. And I was like, right, we're going to baby step this. So all I was trying to do was show my YouTube count on it. I can tell you what it is off the top of my head. It's 7. Yes, the mighty 7. But maybe it'll be a little bit more after this gets regurgitated around with my rant about Code GPT and Chat GPT and how shit it is at coding, because it is shit. So after it spent a day and a half and it took me 5 minutes to fix what it was doing wrong, we started moving forwards. We then went on to try and enlarge the text. Bricked it again. Bricked it. Broke the screen. Stopped doing anything. So we've reflashed it and we've reflashed it and we've reflashed it. Now it doesn't connect to the YouTube API. So I don't know why. It seems to just disregard what's in the manual and go off something else. And this is why I did the quick react video to the previous one about how it's easy to poison these LLMs, and how I think they are just hoovering up shit off the internet and bad examples. And it's the same to any developer. You'll know if you've if you've gone on Stack Overflow or some other site and you found some bad code or bad examples to work from that just fundamentally don't work, people like to spam crap out like that, and it does happen. So there's plenty of non-working examples there that just don't work. Um, you know, and I think it's pulled from a load of things like that and just things that would never work. And you can make that assessment, but Code GPT and LLMs can't make that assessment. They just seem to think it's gospel and go with that. Yeah, this is on the internet. It must be correct and working. And they just hoover up all the data that they can and brick your ESP32. So I'm going to give this a hard reset and continue with it. And I'm going to continue on with this project and get somewhere. In the meantime, I'm going to share with you some screenshot extracts of my quotes back and forth with it, some relaxing music. So, yeah, enjoy this little relaxing music slideshow. I'll see you next time. Buy me a coffee. Please, God, buy me a coffee. I need it after the last few days. With this and with Code GPT and Chat GPT, it's a load of shite. It's not getting anything right. And I'm wondering now whether anything I've ever and any content I've ever written has been correct or whether it's just getting worse. And it's the dragon eating its own tail because more content now is AI generated than, you know, like we're heading on course. We must be for AI to have written more content than everything that has ever been written by humans. So I went off a bit again. I'm pissed off and I'm tired and I'm sick of this shit. But yeah, give me a like, give me a subscribe, buy me a coffee. I'll see you next time and enjoy the slideshow.